where Peter Obi confirmed that he wouldn't mind to run for just a single term, right? Tinubu's PA, that guy that was crying on stage when they told him to step down for Benduikun, the Dayo Israel, Ranti. That I can't remember his name. Is it D1 or something? I don't know. Tinubu's essay on media. That did something Olusegun, that's his name, right? So he said, because Peter Obi said he will go with a term just if that is what it's going to take to rescue Nigeria from Tinubu. So he said that Peter Obi is saying he wants to use the tip. You know that trick when you are with your partner and you're like, asking that, see, please just, and they're like, no, I'm not in the mood, I'm not interested. And you're like, no, just a tip. That's what the madman said, used in expressing his own response to Peter Obi's, I go do one term and I go give it back to you. This part.
Asked a question. He said, Dear Peter Obi, assuming the agreement in the coalition is for you to serve one term and hand over to the North, would you be ready to return to power later or take this arrangement? I'm sorry if this is off the deep end, but this is from the comment section. Balatic. Assuming the agreement in the coalition is for you to serve one term and hand over to the North, would you be ready to return power later? Please, sir, you can just answer this, and then on the back end, we'll get back to you.
I'll be very quick. What I've been lacking in our political space is issue to do with character and integrity. Character is what defines a human being. Integrity is what goes to show that it means well. If you take the arrangement, which is understandably what you can call an unwritten agreement, is that our power will go soft and not. And if that arrangement is to be followed strictly, I didn't put that arrangement, but if you follow it strictly, you will see that anybody, not just me, who happen to come from the South as president in 2027 must be ready to leave on the 28th or 29th of May 2031. I didn't say 29, 28. And if you know me, I campaigned for zoning. I champion zoning in Anambra State. That is one of the reasons today some people felt we must deal with this man. I insisted on it, I maintained it, and I followed it to the letter till the last minute. Until today, I still follow it religiously in that state. Let me assure you, my character and integrity is far more important to me. Just like I'm not desperate to be president of Nigeria, if I have opportunity and the agreement is for 2 years, I'll work for 2 years. In 2 years, I will be able to bring competency, capacity, and compassion into governance. The things are happening today that as president, it will not happen under my watch. So you can take that to the bank and say, I told you so.
Thank you very much.
I will be there on 29th of May.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're supposed to stop being. And that happened in Anambra State.
Thank you very much, sir.
So you heard him. So, of course, the journey for their coalition, or again, for clarity, he hasn't said he's part of coalition. He's there answering a question raised by one of his listeners, and you can make do with that. What do you think? Because right now, only a novice will pretend that the oppositions in disarray in Nigeria is just their fault and their fault only. Wike has played his hand, and he has overplayed it enough that it seems that it will single-handedly bury PDP. For your information, there is a possibility that a PDP won't have presidential candidates or any candidate at all for any political office by 2027 if Wike's dream is completely fulfilled. So what happened? Remember that a few days ago, this PDP Damagon guy, they went to NEC in what they called, a verification visit. Just so you understand what we're about to talk about now, okay? Wike has used the judiciary to box PDP, national leadership, to the corner. They are in serious legal tangle that as they are wriggling out of one, another one is waiting. As they are wriggling out of that one, another one is waiting. Enough that Wike has built a profile that is so good enough that for PDP governors, PDP lawmakers, and so many of them have been offered a safe landing if they can abandon PDP right now, because before it is too late. Now, the offer is abandon it now. PDP is not going to get out of all of this. So even when it looks like they are trying to, another one is going to come. And if it goes on like that, that simply means that the confusion of who is the authentic secretary, who is the authentic signatory or not authentic, will later affect you. And you know that you want to submit your INEC form in 2027, Abby. Yes, for my second term. The second term, forget it. You're not going to get it, because here is the thing. APC just need to tell their supporter, their own candidates in some places where they know that they don't even have any say. They'll just give them form, do all of that. They'll pretend about the election. Once they declare you winner, because you are PDP, you are incumbent. Once they declare you winner, you will lose all of that from their courts. The same court that Wike and gang believes that they will still control once they manage to rig their 2027 charade, which they are cooking right now. It's part of it. They don't see themselves living. So they believe that 2027 is a foregone conclusion. It is better for you to jump in now if you want to benefit. By 2027, PDP, if it's still existing, it will just be existing just by word of mouth. Because after 2027, it will be done. And then you who disagree or who ignores our offer now, you will be buried with PDP. Because what is the essence? If somebody who is supposed to sign your form, and another person by their design signed it, and you spend millions of money in an election that eventually you probably get declared, and another person who is just there picking teeth, reading comment on social media, so they just go to court and say you are not even qualified. They say why? They say go and check his nomination form. Now wrong person signed the nomination form. The person who was supposed to sign it is this person, and therefore he is not even qualified. So declare me winner. Since it is their own machination, boom, they're buying here. Very easy sell, and a lot of them have already bought into it. Before the end of this year, you may not have more than 2, 3, or 4 PDP governors, and they are likely going to be from the north. Right now, Enugu governor, PDP, is going. As we speak, Diri, the governor of Bayelsa, is also going. The PDP governor of Plateau State is on the queue. What is that guy from Adamawa? Atifku's state. What is his name again? Anyway, from Adamawa, is already on his way. So as we are speaking right now, there are at least confirmed 5 PDP governors who are on their way because of this reason. And as they are going, they are packing those, they will say they are National Assembly members because of this reason. So again, PDP leadership claimed to go and visit NEC to sort these things out. Once NEC recognizes them, then they can go ahead and say they are the original one and they could do everything officially. NEC told them that you guys have been so kind of like unbelievable. Even you guys who sit here, you have sent me 2 names 3 times. First, you sent me this one, you said it was your secretary. You wrote me again, you said, no, it's not. This person is your secretary. Then you wrote me again and said, no, that one is your secretary. As you are seated here right now, Ayawe is not with you, which means another person is your secretary. So it's just go sort yourselves. But don't forget, like I said, the entire legal traps that Wike has corruptly planted on the part of the PDP. Even though they said it was because Atiku always want to be the one contesting in PDP. Today, Atiku is almost not even in PDP anymore. Atiku is one of the leaders talking about coalition, which means they are all going to leave PDP. Is that not enough for Wike to call for peace? There is no peace for the wicked, you know. So, because today, after meeting NEC a few days ago, right, they called for what they called, their 100th NEC meeting, National Executive Meeting, their leadership meeting again to resolve this issue and then plan ahead for another 2027 election. Sarakonda and others were there. But before their arrival, as their staff arrived this morning, they first noticed that, why did they bring all these guns and policemen here? So it was in anticipation of what is still to come. I've put all the clips together here because the police came in. First, they started harassing and assaulting the supposed PDP staff. Then other guys who are from other factions also came in and they started tearing themselves apart. They said they are National Working Committee. The whole drama in one video. You can watch it. With a wiki.
I'll show you my invitation, please. Because I think it's I'm the staff here. Once we get the list, we present the list to me, and then we now contact our leaders for clearance. So what do we wait? That there is no meeting.
Sorry, they were stopping who?
DOT members from entering. My only offense is that I said there is meeting of BOT. That's my only offense. I've not said anything more than that before they started insulting me and bungling me out of the office. I'm a staff of the National Secretariat of the PDP. This kind of thing cannot continue. One man cannot hold the whole country to ransom. We are holding our meeting here today. They should open the place for us to hold our meeting. That's all. One man cannot hold this country to ransom. What is our offense as a party?
What's your name?
My name is Ibu Thomas.
Who is that man that is holding?
Wike. Wike is the man. Yes. Can you move for the head? You're blocking the passage.
Thank you.
Like I said, I put it together, but because later they managed to get the policemen out, and then they had their meeting. The ex-convict, Bode George, who is a member of the BOT of PDP, had this to say.
Expanded caucus. But it does appear that that is not happening. What exactly is happening, sir?
It's strikingly annoying. Okay. This is our property. Was there any court order to say we will not hold our meetings in our home office? What is going on? I was a young man in 1962 when it all started in Southwest. We must avoid that fitness, that madness. What is it? Can't we sit and talk? What is the essence of democracy? Nigerians are watching. You came to our office surrounded by police because we want to have a meeting. Where? You want to turn us to North Korea? Or turn this country into Russia? We will not allow it.
All right, sir.
Nigerians will not allow it. I can tell, I have seen both sides. Let them be very careful. allow everybody to work according to the law of the land.
I also spoke. I spoke to some of.
Of course, we will hold the meeting.
Today?
You bet. We will hold the meeting. Look, location, our property. You know, the land.